The Rabbi, I want to focus on the important things that are happening here on the ground. Jordan Golin joins me now. He's president and CEO of Jewish Family and Community Services here in Pittsburgh. He's also a psychologist who has been helping families and synagogue members figuring out what services can be available to survivors. Jordan, first of all, just in terms of what the needs of the survivors, of the community are, how are you trying to respond?
Well, unfortunately, Anderson, we're not the only community to ever experience violence because of hate. So we're doing the best that we can to provide support to the members of our community. We're going into the Jewish day schools and providing the teachers and staff with support so that they can help the kids who are suffering, providing information to parents so that they can learn how to talk to their kids in a developmentally appropriate way about what's happening. I'm hearing personally from friends and coworkers and colleagues about children in Squirrel Hill afraid to go to school, afraid to go to the JCC, afraid to have their parents separate from them. So we're doing that. We're also offering drop-in hours at the local JCC, which has been
the Jewish Community Center.
The Jewish Community Center, which has been kind of the hub of activity in response to the shooting. They've been incredible, offering space to survivors, to family members, to first responders, to anyone who needs some support. So we have drop-in hours staffed by professional clinicians who have experience managing trauma, so that if they have someone they want to talk to, or if they want to talk to each other, there's a safe place where they can do that.
You know, you and I were talking about this before, and it's been said before, but this literally is Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. I mean, it's not just sort of a metaphor. This is where Fred Rogers actually lived, and it is a kind of a picture-perfect neighborhood that you would never expect this kind of hate, this kind of violence to rear its head here.
Pittsburgh is an amazing community. My wife and I moved here 25 years ago. It's a great place to raise kids. It's a great community, friendly people, people who know how to get together and come together in good times and in bad times, and people who take Fred Rogers' words very seriously. And it never occurred. I mean, I've heard this from across the country. Every time there's a horrible event like this, that people believe it could never happen here. Just to echo that, we really never believed it would happen in this neighborhood.
One of the important things that your organization does is you help resettle refugees, and that's obviously something which the killer, whose name we're not saying, hated and despised about certain groups, one of the groups of which you work with.
Right.
For you, that work is something that people in Pittsburgh have embraced, and that work is going to continue.
We are absolutely going to continue. My organization, JFCS, Jewish Family and Community Services, we were founded here in Pittsburgh in 1937 to help Jews who were escaping from Eastern Europe at that time, right at the beginning of the Holocaust.
Many of whom the United States didn't want to come.
Exactly. Over the years, our mission has shifted. We've helped refugees come here from everything from the communist Soviet Union back in the 70s. Now we resettle refugees from all over the world, from Iraq, we resettle Somalis, we resettle ethnic Nepalis, Bhutanese, we resettle Syrians, we resettle everyone from all over the world who's fearing and fleeing persecution, wanting to have a new life, a safe life for themselves and for their kids here in Pittsburgh.
Why is it so important for you to stress that that work will continue even in the face of this horror?
Well, we believe that bringing immigrants and refugees to this country is an American tradition. It's what our country was founded on. It's something that our organization was founded on. Refugees help to revitalize, economically revitalize communities. Most of the major cities in America that have thrived have done so because of immigrants and refugees. Refugees and immigrants bring cultural diversity to communities. They bring wonderful traditions, they bring languages, they bring food, they really help our community thrive.
And you've seen them also, importantly, embrace the American ideals.
Absolutely. They are tax-paying citizens, they are starting community organizations, they are coaching soccer teams, they're doing everything that Americans who are born here and lived here our whole lives are doing. They're doing right here in Pittsburgh.
Well, Jordan, I appreciate all you do. Thank you so much.
Thank
I'm sorry
you.
we're talking under these circumstances. Yeah. Thank you.